Bothniel shellfish have been growing clams and oysters in Poole Harbour since 1988. Our supply of seed clams and oysters comes from the hatchery owned by Sea Salter Shellfish in Kent. The adult broodstock are induced to spawn, and after 2 weeks the resultant larvae settle and turn into miniature shellfish. For a further 6 weeks they are kept in warm water and carefully washed and graded as they grow. They're fed with cultured algae until they're big enough to be transferred to the outside nursery. They spend another 3 months in this facility until they're of a suitable size to move to Poole. Just before the tides are right for laying, we take delivery of the seed and put it into our wet storage barge to recover from the journey and acclimatise to the new conditions. On the day of the laying, the seed is taken out of the barge and it's dropped into position at high water. Poole has a lagoon type tidal system, which means that the ground is covered with water most of the time. Only once a month on the biggest spring tides does the ground dry out enough for us to lay seed. When this happens we have to be ready and we have to move fast. On most tides we only have half an hour to do the work. The seed is laid at a density of 1,000 per square metre. Then it's covered with anti-predator mesh to stop fish and crabs eating the vulnerable young seed. On a good tide we can lay 500,000 seed, and most years we expect to lay between 15 and 20 million seed. The seed grows quickly in Poole's fertile water. These clams have been in the ground for 6 months.
The ones you put down basically.
Yeah, you can see there.
Yeah. Those are manillas.
As soon as the tide returns, the baby clams quickly dig into the ground. They'll take 2 years to grow to maturity. Cockle farming is a relatively new activity for us. Since 1997, we've been bringing seed cockles from the Thames estuary to be relayed in Poole. The seed is delivered to us by lorry in bulk bags, and our boat can take 10 tonnes at a time. Mechanical handling means we can farm a low-cost shellfish like cockles profitably. Where these cockles occur naturally, they settle in huge numbers which stunts their growth. But when they're relayed in the warm plankton-rich waters of Poole Harbour, they grow into a high-value product within a year. Because the seed is so big, there's no need to protect it from predators. It's far too big for most fish or crabs to handle. We wash the seed onto marked plots, and and we're careful to make sure the cockles are spread evenly so they'll grow quickly. The cockles we produce in Poole are proving very popular with our customers in France, Spain and the UK because of their high meat content and superb taste. Growing shellfish is one thing, harvesting them is quite another. Initially we harvested by standing in the water, wearing a dry suit and operating a sort of underwater vacuum cleaner. Then as production increased we graduated to a boat which sucked the clams up from the ground. Our present system uses a conveyor to bring the shellfish to the surface. First we built a prototype, but once we were sure what we needed, we had our harvesting barge, the Noah's Ark, built. The barge is built of steel and is 13 metres long and 5 metres wide. It's a twin hull design and the conveyor sits in between the hulls. The shape makes it very stable and easy to work. Floating in less than a foot of water, the barge is ideal for working the shallow grounds in Poole Harbour. The flat hull allows us to take the bottom easily, and the two 50 horsepower engines give excellent manoeuvrability and ample power. Our grounds are situated to the west of Brownsea Island and are shown here in red. Altogether we have just over 100 acres which we rent from the Crown. Our harvester has an adjustable blade which is set according to the species being fished. The shellfish are blown out of the ground by high pressure jets of water and they're washed onto the stainless steel conveyor by a backwashing system. The dredge is lowered to the bottom and the boat moves forward slowly. Because of the highly manoeuvrable design, it's possible to clear an area very quickly. On well-stocked ground, this system can catch up to 4 tonnes per hour. The versatility of the harvester means we only need one vessel to harvest all the species we farm. And over the years, we've developed a system that's not only gentle on fragile shells, but is also extremely efficient too. Once the shellfish have been caught, they're taken to our primary processing raft. Here we have machinery which removes all the mud and broken shell. For our customers in France and Spain, consignments are bagged and sent direct from this raft via the docks at Poole. For our UK customers, the shellfish are taken back to a depuration and packing plant ashore. Our depuration and packing plant is situated close to Poole on an industrial estate. The plant is built to exceed all EC standards and is regularly audited by our supermarket customers. It's the key to our producing a consistently high quality product. The shellfish are graded and washed before being put into the depuration tanks. They're immersed in salt water for 48 hours to remove any grit and bacteria, and the water is circulated through ultraviolet tubes to sterilise it and through chillers to maintain the correct temperature. The air in the unit is also chilled to 8 degrees C. We use artificial seawater, which is made from a mix of salts and mains water. This ensures we have a pure supply and saves the bother of tankering the water in. After the shellfish have completed a 48-hour cycle, they're taken out and washed through again. At this stage, great care is taken to check for any broken ones to ensure a quality product. They are then weighed and packed in whatever packaging the customer requires, ready for overnight refrigerated transport. We offer a comprehensive range of clams, mussels, cockles, native oysters and Pacific oysters. If you want any further information, please get in touch. Our distribution agent in London is Othniel Shellfish Suppliers Limited. Situated in a purpose-built facility in South London, their radio-controlled fleet of refrigerated vans makes daily deliveries to the wholesalers and restaurants throughout the capital.
Yeah, 3 kilos of clams.
They will deliver exactly the quantity you require when you require it. We make daily deliveries from Dorset to our London distributor to make sure our shellfish is absolutely fresh. Othniel Shellfish Suppliers also sell a wide range of frozen and fresh fish. Your supply of top quality shellfish is only a phone call away.